Thank you, Ceann, for the opportunity to say a few words this afternoon. I have listened to this debate and I've listened carefully to what people are saying, and I have to confess that the more I listen, the more reasons I can see to vote against this, the more reasons I find myself actually agreeing with the old backbenchers of destiny who come in and trot out all of their reasons for thinking this is a bad idea. But sure, they'll stomp through the lobbies now tonight, not a bother on them, and they will support this, but they will say that it's not a good idea, and of course it's not. It's discriminatory in its nature. On Monday we listened to a succession of ministers and junior ministers contradicting each other in relation to the role of GPs. What is clear is that while the ministers hadn't a clue between them, the GPs themselves were very upfront in saying there was no discussion, much less agreement with them. And after all your fine words and your rounds of applause for people on the front line, they were bypassed, they were ignored, and as was pointed out by Dr. Mary Favier, one of the GPs listening almost crashed his car because it came as such a shock to them. I want to be very clear here this afternoon. I want hospitality to reopen. I want it to reopen fully, and I want that to happen as quickly as is possible, but it has to be safe, and that means safe for business owners, safe for customers, and safe for the workers. It has to be safe for everybody, and that means using antigen or PCR testing as a means of entry for those who are going to be left outside because, through no fault of their own, they're not vaccinated. We have listened for months to the mantra that we are all in this together, but we're not. And this legislation proves that. In fact, this legislation puts into law the very opposite of us all being in this together. Hospitality workers are desperate to get back to work, but they want to be safe. They'll be mixing with vaccinated and unvaccinated people. That is fundamentally unfair. There are so many anomalies contained within this legislation. And Minister, I do hope you'll address some. But I want to touch briefly on the issue of indoor play camps for kids. This has been described by Jen Hogan as a blatant disregard for children once again. Let's not kid ourselves. These camps are vital for children who have been looking forward to them for weeks now. Of course they are. But they make a substantial contribution to the childcare needs of working parents. And Minister, you will not be unaware of this. I'm aware of this. We all know that this is a fact. They do make a contribution to the childcare arrangements. I agree with Jen Hogan when she says that this will fall disproportionately on women. That's not good enough. Once again, just like the communions, just like the confirmations, this was an afterthought, and a very, very cruel one at that. It is ridiculous to suggest that children will be safer in the pub than they will be in indoor camps, or indeed that they can be in an indoor camp in a hotel, but they can't be in an indoor camp with the kids that they have been in school with for the past number of months in their own locality. It makes no sense, Minister, and I do hope that you will reverse this very cruel decision.
Thank you very much.